In this video, I'll take you through Cheese CTF, which I think is a sequel to another Cheese CTF room here on TryHackMe. But this room is in this room we'll basically use SQL injection to bypass a login screen. Then I will exploit a file inclusion vulnerability to achieve remote code execution. Then we'll move between user accounts and finally escalate our privileges to gain root access. So let's get started. So in this room, we want to use the Nmap because it's of no use to us. What I'll do, I'll just grab the IP address right here. Then we'll check on port 80, the web page being hosted, because that is where the juicy stuff is. So let's check it out. It's loading, and here it is. So we have these different sections. We have products right here on this page, the cheese shop page. We have contact, just relax to the section. Then you have this login bit of it. So this login will open an interface for us to log in into. And in this interface is where we'll perform our SQL injection. So it's taking some time, but it should load. So I had to restart the machine, but this is basically the login page. So this is where we'll carry out our SQL injection, and our SQL injection from research on the web goes something of this sort. It's a quote pipe, then 1 equals 1, then there should be a semicolon right there, I guess. Yeah, then password can be anything. And as you can see, we are in this admin panel, so you can check out these different sections, orders, messages, users, but there's nothing here. It just redirects you to an empty page. Same to checking the page source and all the other things. So what is interesting to us in this page is that the URL is passing a file parameter, and once you see this file parameter being passed to the URL, it gives us a hint to an LFI, local file inclusion. So with this, I can just check to see if we can get access to, let's say, something like some sensitive file such as the HC file. So as you can see, you can get this access. So from this, you should go ahead to look for a script that can give you remote code execution, because as you can see, it's already vulnerable to an LFI. So what I'll do here, I found a Python script online to help generate a PHP filter payload, and this would allow us to leverage the LFI to execute an arbitrary commands on the server. So I'll leave the link in the description below, but let's just get to it. So actually the script is here. Let me show you. It's here on this repo by Synactive, this PHP filter generator. I'll leave the link down below in the description section. So just copy this script right here, come back to your terminal, then you can open it with Vim or anything else, but I already have it here. This is it. You can just check it real quick. This is it right here. So once you have it this way, let me just escape, then yeah, that way. So once you have it this way, what you should do is add a PHP one-liner to get access, so that it can generate the payload to a payload.txt file. Then we'll run that payload, open a netcat listener. So let's just get to it step by step. So what will I do? Let me see. grab a certain command here to save on time. So I'll come back here. Let me paste this command right here. And this command right here is just basically a one-liner to generate a payload which will help us in remote call execution. So I'll listen on port 1023 in WhatsApp. Then here I'll put our IP address. So mine is 1023.11.96. Everything else remains the same. We have the name of the script right here. Then we have this argument being passed here. Then remote call execution. Then we grab anything with a PHP. Then this will be saved to payload.txt. So let's run that. Then let's just check if it has been generated. And here we have it right here. We can even check to see, yeah, here it is. This is the payload. So as we have the payload, the next thing we can do, let's set a netcat listener, but here. So I'll do L for listening, B for verbose, and for no host resolution, then P, then we are listening on port 1023 as we specified in the payload. So I'll go back here. Then now that we've already set the payload, what I'll do, I'll call the request so that I can upload the payload.txt to the server. So let me just do that. HTTP, then let's specify our, not really our IP address, but this one here. Actually we need this, the whole of this. Let me just grab that, copy that, get back here, Control Shift V. Then here is now where I'll upload our payload.txt. So let me just do that. Payload.txt. Yeah, and I guess from that we are okay. I guess we are set. So okay, let me not forget that. So let's check to see if we'll be in a shell. Okay, doesn't seem so. What could be the reason? Let me check. Okay. I've seen what I did wrong. I never knew I copied that. So let's just run it one more time. We are not supposed to be getting a shell, and we have it here. So what I'll do real quick, we can do LSLA, check what we have, but it's nothing much. So okay, let me cd to what? Let me cd to home. Do an LSLA real quick. We have this comt user, so we can cd into this comt user. Do an LSLA. We have this user.txt, but we can't view what is in this user.txt. So what I'll do to privilege escalate, I'll download linpiece. Then I'll download linpiece in this machine, in this remote machine, then run it here so that you can see what attack vector we can take. So let me get back to my machine. So let me get back here. Okay, let me leave that like that. Let me come back here. Okay, let's go LSLA. I already have linpiece here. If you don't have linpiece, just go to the GitHub repo of just search linpiece, you'll get the GitHub repo and download it. So After that, what I'll do, I'll set up a Python server here so that I can come back here to the remote machine. Where are we? Here. Then do a wget, but I'll do that on the temporary folder. So I'll do a wget http. Let's specify our IP address .11.9.6, right? Then let's specify the file that we are getting. So that's this.sh. Okay, it's downloading, and I guess now we have it right here. So we have it here. Now let's change the file permissions that you can execute it. I'll just do a change mode to, let's do 755, then linpiece.sh ls no, okay, that's okay. So as you can see, now you can execute it. So to execute it, just let's execute it that way. Come on, linpiece.sh. It has started running, so I'll give it time to run so that it can find any vulnerability that you can use as our attack vector, and I'll be back when it's done. So yeah. So our link piece discovers that we have this particular authorized keys file which we have writable permissions to, and with this file right here, we can create our own SSH key pair and add the public key here so that you can log in as the COMT user to view the user.txt, and we can see what else you can do. So with that, I'll just go and create SSH a public key. So let's just do that. Let's get back here. Let's do it from, I'll do it from here. So let me do SSH that, then SSH keygen, then actually keygen takt rsa. Okay, this is the default where it will be saved in. Let's grab that. Just copy that. Let's continue. Okay, it's already there. I'd already made it, so that's no problem. Let's come back here. Let me show you. When you press enter on all the prompts, you will get the key, and the key should be right here. It's in this directory. Let me just paste it. What I copied right at that moment, it is in this directory, your home user directory. So me, I'm Kali right here. Then it's in this .ssh file right here. So yeah, let me just list whatever we have right here. Let me just do an ls, and this is it right here. This is the keys that are generated. So this is the public key. So what I'll do, I'll just display the content of this cat key, of this public key, and I'll take I'll copy this public key and write it in the authorized keys file in that COMT user. So got that. Let me get where we are here. So come on, let me drag this real quick. Come on. Okay, so here what I'll do, okay, let me just I'll echo that to, let me paste that key. So that's the key, but why is it doing that? Okay, let me see. Hmm. Something weird is happening. Okay, come on. Let me just quit this and come on. Let me just quit this. Then set up the netcat listener. Go back here. Then let me run the payload again so you can get the shell. And we have it here. So I'll just do an echo. Then why does it do that every time? There's something wrong. It seems the way I'm copying it. So again, set up the netcat listener. Come back here. Run the payload. We have the shell. Then how did I grab it here? Let me see. Should grab it so there. Let me do it one more time. Copy that. Come back here. Let me do echo. Okay, that way. Then we'll pipe this to, we'll write this, I mean, to home, the comty user. So home comty, then that should be .ssh. Then to authorized keys, that was the name of the file. So I guess, yeah, that's okay. So yeah, I think that's that. Then now from our local machine, let's try to log in as comty using SSH. So I'll just try that. Okay. Where will I do it from? Let me come here. So we are searching using that's a private key, I guess, but let's just try. That's comty at let me grab the IP just from here. Okay. Yes. Okay, and we are in as comty, so that worked perfectly. So I'll just do an LSLA, and now we can see the user.txt file. Okay, so this is it. Let's first grab this and come paste it here. It was one of the required flags. So that's correct. So now let's get to we now have our footload. So now let's get into getting the root flag now. So from here, what we'll do, let's check for comty's privileges, what comty can run with sudo. So I'll just do sudo tackl. So here we find out that we can execute system control and modify a file called this exploit.timer. This file here, exploit.timer, and let's just do this. Let me cd into etc system d. It should be here. And yeah, it's here. So let me just go and exploit that timer. And here we have this exploit.timer is has a faulty configuration, but let's check if we have write access to it. Where is it? So we have write access to it, so meaning we can edit it. So what I'll do, let's just fix it. Exploit.timer. Okay, I for insert, then we'll come here. We can give it something like, let's say, 3 seconds. Let's write and quit. Okay, so we've set the timer to run after every 3 seconds. So let's start the service. So should run it with sudo system control. Let's reload the daemon. Then do a sudo system control again. Then let's start the timer. Come on, let's start exploit that timer. Then let's see its status. So as you can see, the timer is now active, and when we start this timer, it triggers this exploit dot service. So after running sudo with after running the daemon reload, this restarts the service, then makes the status of the exploit timer to active, which will then run the service of the service called exploit.service. This the service will trigger the exploit.service, which gives set UID permissions to the XXD binary, allowing it to run with the elevated privileges. So now that it is active and it has already triggered this exploit.service, now what we can do is let's go to GTF4 bins. So I'll just go into GTF4 bins here. And we'll go and check how we can use XSD to gain pseudo privileges. So let me just show you what I mean. I don't know if I'm explaining it better, but let's just see. It's taking some time. Okay. Okay, so what we're looking for is with the search here. Let's do XSD. Check file right. So here we see that we can use this file write option, to write the SSH key we generated to gain root privileges with access to the XSD binary. So let's just okay, we should write the SSH public key we created before directly getting into okay. Let me just take this slow by slow. Let's first get back. Where were we? We were here. So I'll just do okay. What will I do? Let me see. Let me do an echo. Then let me grab the key itself. So I just let me grab this key. Let me grab it well from here. Copy that, and let's get back here. Not there. You are here. So let's okay. Now we are having the same problems. Oh my goodness. We need to. Let me just exit. Oh, okay, that's better. So can I grab it well? Starting from. I guess it's an issue with the extra space. So okay, that should suffice. Let me do echo, then let me paste it, cross my fingers. Okay, that's okay. So now we'll use this where was it? This file, right? This so this is what we are using. So here is where our public key has gone to. So the next thing will be writing all this. This will be the path to the file which we are writing into. We are using this binary. So yeah, that's just that. So let's get to it. So that will be, we are piping that to the XSD binary and piping that again to option XSD. Then that's just that way, I guess. Then we are writing that to the authorized key file, which is in root, because we want to check it from root. .ssh, then authorized underscore keys. I hope it's that way. Okay. I think I missed a slash here. Yeah, I think I missed a slash there. So now let's try to log into the machine as a root. So for that, what will I do? Let me get into our folder right here, clear everything, then we will SSH as root right now. So ID, it's that way, then root at, let's grab the IP address. Paste it there. Okay, let's just press enter. Permission denied. That's weird. Is it because, okay, I think I know what the problem might be. Let's and to cd into home curly this directory right here. So from this directory, let me run. I think that's the problem. We're still having the same issue. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? Let me see. Let me see what's happening. So I'm back here, and I think I messed that bit up. It was smooshed that way. I think I don't know if that's the issue, but let's check. Let's just check and see. Let me run the same command. Yeah, and it worked. So the issue was this command right here was kind of smooshed together, as you can see here. It was smooshed with the R, but it should be this way, specifying the path, I guess, something of the sort. But yeah, we are now, where are we? We are now logged in as root, the root user. So real quick, we can just do, okay, let's check who am I to satisfy our ego. And as you can see, we are root. So the next thing, I can just do an lsla real quick. And we have this root.txt. Let's just display its content. And here we have it. Cheese is for life. And this is our flag. Let's grab it. I don't know why, but I feel like this room kind of frustrated me. I don't know if it's been a while since I've solved these rooms, but this really frustrated me despite having the know-how of how to handle it. But that is not unusual. So yeah, that was the cheese room. And what else? Let's see what's here. We finished that. So that's that. Should be seeing a beautiful banner here with congratulations and shit. Okay, so yeah, that was cheese. You can go and try it out. It's I think it's a new room. Yeah, I think it's a new room. You can go and try it out and just see how it is. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video.